What's up, y'all? Yvette here. Just wanted to touch base with y'all. I know that I said I might try to do a video a day, and that ain't working out. So, you know, a video a week seems more feasible, so I will try to do that. But wanted to give you updated on how things are going. You know, I realized through this entrepreneurial journey that I'm on, it seems like, you know, there's a lot of like things that come up where I have to make decisions, or you know, just minor problems that like I have to work through, you know, so things like that. But like the other day I had to print some patterns because I'm thinking of making a bag to add to Warrior Spirit, some essential bags, you know, maybe start off small with something for the gym, you know, to put jewelry in, or just, you know, your sundries or anything like that, makeup. So starting off small, but I had to pull out my Brother 2600 sewing machine that I bought in around 2013, and I haven't sewn since then. So not only is the sewing machine old, but so are my skills. And I was new to sewing back then. I only sewed like one thing, which was I took a private class to learn how to sew a pillowcase. So I did that, and that gave me confidence to sew a cover for a banquet bench. So I did that. I sewed a cover for that, and I also sewed a cover for a dog crate. So 3 things, and then I shut down my sewing machine, and then that was it, which I probably should have kept on sewing because I probably would have been somewhat decent right now. And now I'm like super scared to sew. But here's my 2600 Brother sewing machine, and you know, it's in good shape. Just learned how to, I watched a couple videos on refreshing on like how to do the bobbin, like get that going, and just relearning my machine. But I'm super nervous, but I am still nervous. I don't know why, because I've sewed before, but I think it's just feeling like, I don't know. It's just something about sewing is just so intimidating. But I was just telling my kids the other day, I'm like, you know, they make so many advancements in this world, right? I mean, we're in 2026, right? But why is it that the sewing machines like haven't been like just super advanced, you know? Like I'm still like, I don't think the updated sewing machines are any wow. Like, I mean, the fact that you know, let's say you want to serge, or you want to embroider, and then, or just regular sew, you got to get like 3 different machines for these things. I mean, are you serious? Like, you know, you should be able to have one machine that can do it all, you know? But it just seems like we're still like doing some of these things like as not much has changed basically with the sewing machines. But I'm sure that's a whole nother rabbit hole, right? Anyway, but yeah, that, oh, I want to show you these. These are super cute. Look, we hand sewed these. We hand sewed these for, the teachers that my daughter was interning at a school, and these were favors that she gave out, or just, you know, thank you gifts. And I thought these were super cute. We made that one and a green one, and it fell. I just picked it up with my foot like a Filipina. So anyway, so that, and then I thought those were super cute. So that's something else too. I thought of doing that, like bag charms. I don't know, you know, is that something that you guys would think would be cute? So bag charms. And then the other thing I'm going to do, since I said I was going to try to make bags or sew bags for Warrior Spirit, was start off with making that bandana bag. And I know that's been really popular. So I bought an Etsy pattern to make it. And man, this is like homework. Okay, like literally I had to like piece these pages together, and I'm not sure if I know what I'm doing. I'm just following instructions, and I'm like, I've never sewn with a pattern before, you know? I just usually wing it And I mean, well, the 3 things I made, well, the pillow, I had a teacher help me. But the other 2 things, I pretty much, you know, I winged it with that and just, you know. And then, but this is the first thing I'm doing where I have a pattern. And I cut all these pieces the other day, and I'm thinking that that's going to be time consuming. I'm going to have to cut all the fabric and everything. That's probably one of the most time consuming. And then just setting it up to sew. So once I relearn the sewing machine, I'm building my confidence. Okay, I'm building my confidence. So once I get that going, then you know, I will show you the completed project. Oh, and you know what? I will probably film as I'm doing it so you can kind of see the struggle. But yeah, but anyway, I bought a bunch of things because I'm such an ambitious person. I always say I can do that, I can make that. But these are the bandanas we will be using, and these are like ASU colors because my kids go to ASU. So that, and then I'm also making it for another friend of theirs that goes to ASU. So, and making a bag for myself as well as my sister. So I figured, you know, I can go ahead and start with that. Anyway, so we'll watch me turn these things into a bag, and I will film with that. But I also have a bunch of other projects. Like, you have no idea. Like, check this out, check this out. Like, look at all of this. This is like stuff that I'm planning to like use to sew, to make like jackets or like makeup bags and things like that. And you know, I've got an idea of what I want to do, but I'll talk about it in my next video. But just wanted to keep you updated and posted. But that's what I've been doing. Okay, so I am not going to give up. I am, you know, just going to get at it. And I am just oh yeah, the other day when I printed out these patterns, the printer was not working, so I had to figure that out. I got new ink, and then that wasn't working. But little things like that, you know what I'm saying? These are just things you just got to work through for sure, and pray about everything. So anyway, may the love of the Lord be with you until my next video, and I will take you with me in my next video to kind of show you how I'm sewing and getting this together. All right, may the love of the Lord be with you in Jesus' mighty name, amen.